So I think we are good to go. How are we sounding? A little tester Rooney. Today we're going to be playing as House Blackwood. Over here in Raven Tree Hall, we're going to play on the Robert's Rebellion start date. So we'll get into all of that here in a sec because Robert's Rebellion is about to kick off. We are Lord Titos Blackwood. We're 22. Our wife, Lady Jocelyn Massey. That is really quiet. It is really quiet. Is this one any better? Let me... Bang bang, turning some things around. Trying to make this a little louder because that was pretty quiet. I can also come in here. There we go. I think that's a little better. Okay. Think we got it all sorted. But, like I was saying, we're going to be playing as Lord Titos Blackwood of Raven Tree Hall. Our wife, Lady Jocelyn Massey, is going to provide us an alliance with House Massey over here of Massey's Hook. Depending on where we fall in the rebellion, we might have to fight against them. We have Brendan Blackwood, our son and heir. We're going to make him a steward focus. Ooh, I'm flying all over. Make him steward focus for education. And then how about we come in here to the barber shop and we will make... Let's put on something nice for him. Alright, let me... After I do this, let me make sure... One time I forgot to turn nudity off. Is it this one? Show nudity. Okay. Sweet. YouTube is not a fan of having that nudity out. Then we'll get into our second son, Lucas, who I'm pretty sure in the books dies of a fever in the Siege of Raven Tree Hall. I think when the Brackens are sieging Raven Tree Hall after Rob has been killed at the Red Wedding, I'm pretty sure that's when old Lucas gets the boot. I should probably have a way to... So like I said, it might have been too quiet, but we're going to be playing during Robert's Rebellion. So that means we'll be able to play in the lands of Westeros after the boar fights the stag. So let's go ahead and pick our lifestyle. I normally just do whatever one is kind of decided for us. So we'll go with Marshall. And I normally, for this one, I normally pick control growth, but since we might be fighting in some fights, we're going to go with the chivalry focus. So we'll click on that, get back on into it. I think we'll resume. Oh, we could do our council, I guess. Let's get a Castilian down here. Lord Benedict Byron of Ravens March. And he will improve our monthly martial lifestyle. That's fine. You can make our commanders better. House Blackwood, my brother and admiral, who I could use to get some alliances, which could be helpful when we're fighting those horse banging Brackens. So we'll have him just stay what he's doing. She is a terrible seer. She's dumber than a box of rocks. But good thing about the Brackens, since we're not relying on Septa, we can assign a new seer, and we will assign our sister Alyssane Blackwood. So it'll only take 14 months, and we're going to develop a claim on Stonehenge. The main reason for that is because the Brackens are our rival. Lord Jonas is a no good, dirty horse handy and bad guy. Don't know where I was going with that. So we're going to try and take all their land from them, and then we will try and convert Stonehenge into the faith of the old gods. That is going to be our plan. As well as some of our lands that aren't faith of the old gods. Like this guy's still faith of the seven. There's a few of them around that might be old gods like us. Then we can also check out, if you go to economic, you can see the great dead weirwood. The heart of Raventree Hall is a great weirwood tree. Long dead, said to have been poisoned by the Brackens in ages past. See, this is why we need to get our revenge on these dirty Brackens. It is the home to a great treachery, yeah, of ravens, which gives the castle its name. So a bunch of ravens live up there. Pretty cool. And some of the ones nearby, we have Mudgrave that we could probably take at some point. Well, also got the Ruins of Old Stone. We could try and restore the House Mud. So that will turn on. So I enter into a regency. I bet I am out here. Sergarian. Let's see. Okay, so Tywin's brother wants to marry our sister, Regent, and Seer, which would be a good alliance for us. What if I sent her on the way to Euron? Would that be a terrible thing to do, my sister? Is it Lord Ormond? Why not? It's kind of hard to resist Tywin. I think I just said no. We will station these guys at Raventree Hall. But I might, at some point soon, try and get rid of them. Just put some archers there. I believe we have the Riverbowmen. Riverbows. We'll probably get some of them here before too long. House of feuding with Bracken, of course. We can declare war on King Aerys. War revenge, Lady Marta. Okay. We'll not be doing that. So how about we'll poke around. Anyone? We could do Lanice. She's a classic one to pick when this starts. Illyria Dane, who ends up getting betrothed to Beric Dondarrion. Who else do we have? That's about it. That's about it. And who's that? Our sister before. Doesn't need to be maternal. Why not? Sergerian, Jarian, or Stannis? Do that one. Edwin is married to a bastard from House Thorn. Interesting. And my brother Hostine. Anything for him? Lanice. The Royces. It's a bit young. The Fraser nearby. This is our cousin because some of the... I think Lord Walder Frey had a Blackwood wife. Yeah. Who is our aunt. Here. We'll do that. To strengthen our new Lannister alliance, we'll double down on it. And go with the Lannisters of Lannisport as well. So let's zoom or come over this way some. I guess I'll need to make a new seer. Oh man, we do not have good seers. I'll just give it to... That was dumb. Reassign him. We'll give it to her, Lady Idera. So, our liege is engaged in the war. I believe these houses are fighting against. We got the Rygers, the Wints. These are the Wints of Harrenhal, yes. Who else we got? Goodbrook. This is other Riverlands houses that have not gone with Hoster. We can create an accolade. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's make Sir John Thorpe. Thorn, not Thorpe. The Hornblower of Black. I don't know why. That's kind of funny. The Hornblower. So they're currently winning the war. It looks like the Starks are coming down. Why don't... I guess we'll just offer to join. Might as well get in on this, right? So we've joined the War of the Usurper. We are on the side of the usurpers. So I wonder, are we able to just call in Tywin? But it doesn't seem like it. That makes sense though. Let's raise the lads. I guess we're going to start going over here this way. Our lands do border. I actually, do they? No. We got Fair Market in between. I've done a Blackwood Shattered Kingdom start before, and I think you start with Fair Market when you do the Petty Kingdoms. There's no end to the opinions and once to my son and heir Brendan. Half the time he's trying to tell me what to do instead of the other way around. So it's the bossy traits. +1 martial and +1 stewardship. I'll take that. That is my heir, right? Yes. The young Brendan. Could marry Maya Stone. So we're just kind of hanging out down here. All the fun stuff seems to be happening up north. And the Ironborn are going to be Ironborn. So how about we come back to our lane? So it would not surprise me if one of these stacks makes its way onto our land. Let's go ahead and be... The Malisters are about to get bombarded. Feast in Raventree Hall was lovely tonight. Everyone was quiet and well behaved, and the spirit among my family was one of congeniality. Shortly after the food was taken away, a maid brought young Lucas out from the nursery to bid us good eve. That's nice. Good for young Lucas. And we will make Brendan our ward. We will do the same with young Lucas. That is really unfortunate for the Malisters, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be unfortunate for us here soon. So we got the usurpers, our side over here. Seems to be a couple decent stacks. 20k, 38, some good stacks. And I don't know where. There's an 18. Who's leading this? Is this Rhaegar? Oh. Oh no. Where does it say he is? It says he's located in Dragonstone, so maybe there's an army coming up around here. We'll find out. My main concern right now is these Ironborn that are not looking too friendly. Okay, so the Reachmen have arrived. Oh, that's a big... Who do we got? So is this Lord Randall right now against Lord Jorah of Bear Island? 18 knights. We got, who do we have in there? Ortho Barakan, hopefully he gets a little sword in the belly. We got Lord Benjakut, cool name. Lord Howland. Lord Selwyn of Toth. It's Brienne's father. Who's that? Lord Brandon Umber. Is that the Great John's father? Father to the Great John. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. Oh my. Who left the war? Lord Lucas of the Kingswood has left the war. Lord Quellen has joined the war. What side is he on? Okay. So who did he marry? Did he marry Euron off to somebody? I guess not. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if I've seen the Greyjoys just out and out declare. Alright. So the knights on this side. Oh. I see a couple of Kingsguard. We've got Jaime and Lewin. We've got Jeremy Riker, who I know does stuff, but I can't remember what. Is that Arthur Dane? I saw a Dane something. Alistair Thorne, who's up at the Night Watch. Sir Grafton, Lord Paxter, that's probably the Red Wine. Ronald. Randall Tarley's in there somewhere. In the mosh pits. They've kind of... They just beat the brakes off them. Wow. They just... 83,000, 111,000. That's a lot of soldiers. So my good sister Orana has given birth to a son. Since the little one is part of the Blackwood dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. Good for him. Bindamir. What was that one we just saw that we liked? Benjakut. Oh, I got my caps lock on. Benjakat. Oh, he's lisping. Is that what that one is? We will put him in the Blackwood colors. Oh, that's alright. Everybody lisps. So Lord of Randall. I guess Mark Grafton was slain. Oh, looks like another battle occurred. Is this Lord Stokeworth? No, it's Wheatway. Against Hoster Tarley, I guess. I'll accept that position. Oh, that was quick. Is that about to end already? Well, that was really fast. That was all of 3 battles in like part of, was that like the salt pans? Or is the salt pans down here? I'm not sure. That was kind of crazy how quick that went. My lord, letter marked with seal of House Baratheon has arrived from Storm's End. King Robert Baratheon has taken the Iron Throne from Aerys Targaryen. Has been proclaimed the new monarch of the Seven Kingdoms. Though some maybe call him a usurper in hushed tones, there's no denying that the Iron Throne is now firmly within his grasp. Neat. We'll send the troops home. Pretty cool. So I wonder, let's kind of check out some of the things. Is Lyanna still alive? She is. Maya Stone is here. Does Stannis have a wife? No, poor Stannis. I think I saw that was Renly, who was down there at the bottom. Let's come and check. Disaster for House Targaryen, King Robert's. Yep, dark day for all who support the Targaryens. With the war over, my contribution to victory cannot be doubted by anyone. I hope to win this war. Without my forces, my actions, and my leadership, who knows what would have happened. Therefore, King Robert may be receptive to granting me rewards. I must be rewarded. Which royal boon should I ask for? Gold, plain and simple, or a seat on the small council? So I could become a vassal of King Robert's. What is vassal reparation for Lord Hoster? That's kind of interesting that I could be right under Robert and not be... Huh. I don't know if I've ever seen that, but I think I'll just ask for some gold. Oh, wait. He did die. I thought it said denied. Excellent. How about we get a hunt going with that? Is there any sightings going on nearby? Doesn't look like it. So we'll go down here into Thickbill. I used to have a neighbor known as Thickbill. So what we come down here and customize this route a little. Let's blink blink. And we'll hit this one as well. Fair market. Okay, I guess that's it. Can we hit down here? No. Okay. So let's get a hunt started. I think it's always good to get some activities going early. It's probably going to be a lot to look at here in a second. But we customized our route a little bit to hit some different spots to gain some extra lifestyle experience. We gave 75 martial points there, for example. So we have arrived at the hunting grounds over at Thickbill. So it's asking us if we want to... And we'll make John the master of the hunt. John Thorpe. Thorn. I just called him Thorpe again. So So we'll get this hunt going. And wolf, fox, or stag. I'm gonna go for the wolf. Get ourselves a wolf pelt. My party and I stalk through a copse, eyes peeled for any sign of wolves. We're looking through the forest, creeping through the trees. We can get a raptor, and we will have it taken back to my muse. So a bit of prestige and some vassal opinion growth that we'll get from that. Poachers here in the Lord's Woods, they huddle together as I ride up with my guards, making a poor job of hiding the dead stag behind them. I would have been pissed if I had clicked the stag one. They will hang. Yeah. Oops. So we see the whole wolf pack and we will chase after it. Why not? Try and follow it down. Oh, 5 days until the hunt ends. And we fail. We will leave this adventure behind. We do not get our coveted wolf pelt, but we will gain the hunter trait. So we could declare some more, so let's check those out. These are just pirates. Just some pirates, and one of our courtiers has a claim on somewhere nearby, but not something of interest right now. What is of interest is what's happening over here in King's Landing. So Queen Lyanna Stark is over here. Justin Massey is in Robert's Court. Lord Gerald of Grafton. So I guess Mark Grafton isn't around. Isn't that who Robert slayed on the walls? What's he doing? Where's he at? Why does he have a regent? Storms in. He's doing something over at Storms in. So he executed Randall Grafton. So he did kill Rhaegar. But it seems like his kids are... Looks like Jon Snow's been revealed. Catelyn's over here. Robb Stark. We're gonna just pin some of the fan favorites. Benjen never joined the Night's Watch. It's kind of interesting. So we'll keep some of them Starks pinned. What do we have going on over here? What's Edmure up to? We'll pin him as well. Lysa and Jon. I don't really care about them. To be honest, we can come down here to Casterly Rock. Tywin's just probably going to do Tywin things. I feel like Tyrion always just gets knocked out by Cersei at some point. Sir Jaime, is he in the Kingsguard? Or is he just like hanging out over here? But he's not the Kingslayer in this one. It doesn't look like he got the chance to kill Aerys. Which I'm not actually sure what happened to Aerys. I saw that Robert slew Rhaegar. But I didn't see what happened to any of the others. Got Randall and Roger Reiger. There's a Frey in there. Who's this? Oh, never mind. I mistook that. I thought that said that that kid was a Baratheon. So our claim has been fabricated on Stonehenge. Let's go ahead and also form another claim on... Should we get these two? I mean, I am allied with the literal Westerlands. Right? I mean, they've got the Illyrians down in Dorne. Woo. Let's see if there's anyone for Brendan Blackwood, our heir, to be betrothed to. I could also get... Could go with Dana Brightflame. How about... Let's see if we can do Lucas. He can marry into the Bright Flame family. What about the Royces? Old Lord Bronzion, his son Andar. So what if we went 4? Go with like Ysilla. What? Oh wait, I guess we have some cousins as well. Zeapia and Melantha. One of those is not like the others. Go with the Fossilways. It's already been a year in game. We'll just go with the youngest Royce. We'll send the patrol. And let's see what happens next. I think what I should do is probably build some Mangano Men-at-Arms units. It will help us take the Barackans. So, Lord Tytos, one of our vassals and one of my captains, is sending us a letter. I write seeking permission for my heir Brendan to visit you in the coming months. I seek no commitment to your time, say less. Of course he's welcome. So, new visitor. Okay, here he is. Brendan Bigglestone. 13 diplomacy, 1 martial. He seems alright. He can stay. Okay, so we've been invited to King Robert's coronation. Oh, that's fine. Let's go. I think that'd be fun. So let's kind of customize this route a little bit. We're gonna hit River Run on the way. We'll also hit Wayfarer's Rest after King's... Ooh, I want to hit Zatwin, the Redgrass Field. And is that the one where the Blackfires fought? Or is that... Or am I thinking of the Field of Flames? I think the Blackfires was the Redgrass Field. Oh, it'll tell me right there if I just use my 2 eyeballs. Then on the way home we'll hit Duskendale. Who doesn't love going to Duskendale? They have really good pretzels. We'll go up to Maidenpool as well and the surrounding counties. I hit Harrenhal. I'm surprised the Wints didn't get their heads chopped off. Maybe not High Heart quite yet. We'll hit this one. Inns of the Crossroad. Can we come up to here to Furbeck? We'll go in the whole way. We'll go as long as they let me. We're going to go up to the Twins. Also go to Seaguard. Oh, that's just too much going to Seaguard. But that is our monthly learning lifestyle. So I might try and chop one. That's one of ours is Whale. We're not going to Harrenhal. So we don't need Dragon Lore. Oh, but I do get whatever. We basically just picked two different martial point givers. So we're going to be making our way through the Riverlands. Looks like Lord Hoster is also going to enter into a regency. Brennan Tully is taking over. I guess the Blackfish is alright hanging out with Hoster. So we're just making our way through the Riverlands. We're going to come in up on House Vance, who I think there's 2 sections of them. You can check that out. View all houses. I guess there's actually 3. I never knew about this one. Little event. Let's see what. Let's click out of all this background stuff. Get rid of these. We got a perk we can activate. But how about we check this out? Strong bonds while passing through the village of Harpstone. I spent some time talking to the locals. One thing that stands out is their intense loyalty to their liege. We're going to take that home with us. We'll make our subjects loyal. We'll be nice. So we could gain the Gardener trait. We're going to go for it. Fingers crossed and toes. And we are down to earth, which will give us a bit of a learning boost, which is fine with me. So we're chivalry focused, stalwart leader over here. Yeah, let's do engineered for destruction. That'll give us a 40% siege weapon effectiveness. That might help our man Gonels when we have to go and take on Stonehenge. So it looks like we're about to arrive in King's Landing. We visited the Redgrass Field. We've visited the Gate of the Gods. Very good. And we visited Great Scepter Baelor. Excellent. Servants scurry around the courtyard of the Red Keep, bringing the final decorations as members of the court take their place. Many of those attending the occasion are yet to arrive. I still can't believe that bastard Robert is going to be crowned our new king. Oh, I guess we don't like Robert. Can't wait for this day to end. That's right. Brandon Moore of the Kingsguard. I believe he is the one that tries to assassinate Tyrion during the Battle of the Blackwater. I think he is the one that also gets speared by Podrick. Pod the Rod. So how long is this going on? We got 40 days of just hanging out in King's Landing for Robert's coronation. What if we came over here while that's going? Invite some captains. We're going to try and bring in some fighting men, because some of our captains are kind of shit. So we're just going to... that's about that. Here. Brendan Bigglestone gains the wounded trait, unfortunately. So Bea has heeded my summons. 16, that's not too shabby. I don't know if that's quite worth... Strong's nice. I don't know if that's worth paying 25 for, though. So the day of coronation has arrived. 2 months now. Sure, quite a few more, but that's alright. Hanging out in King's Landing. But apparently King's Landing stinks. Apparently it's a really smelly city. But we can come in here. How does it look? Actually, it looks pretty decent. Like the Sept of Baelor. Air's training, blah blah blah. We got the Red Keep. Swimming pool. Let's see, looking for the Godswood. affairs. Queen Lyanna Stark. Her son Jon Snow. So I guess she married. Where are they located? Located in Fontaine. And he's in Dragonstone. Wait, isn't Stannis Dragonstone? Oh, I guess Princess Rhaella is the Lord of Dragonstone, the direct. Executed by King Robert. That's kind of interesting. We got Viserys, who's over in Sharp Point. The ceremony's finally reached its climax. High Septon, the Fat One, has anointed King Robert in traditional rites of the Faith of the Seven. But there is no crown to be seen. We share confused glances as High Septon, the Fat One, simply proclaims, "Before gods and men, I proclaim Robert of House Baratheon, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the Firstmen, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. Long may he reign." The stags are now in control. For several long moments, we do not make a noise before someone begins timidly clapping, and we hesitantly join in. It's kind of interesting that, like, the scripted events are coming up as, like, we're hesitant. It's time to bend the knee. King Robert's servants usher me forward as I prepare to lower myself upon one knee and recite my oath. I could owe the crown a favor. That'd be kind of funny. Or just tell him to piss off. Let's see, Baratheon gains 20 renown. My submission. I agree, my submission is enough. I'll just bend my knee. Hoster can do all the twerking for him. One after the other, all the guests are leaving. It's time for me to depart too. Congratulations again, King Robert. Dragon's Bane. It's kind of interesting how he's smooth shaven. Is he supposed to be smooth shaven? Prince Aerys the Mad Targaryen, Sir Smin Cargyle. Some of the others that were executed. I do like that. Oh, we see some Dragon Lore. That's pretty neat. I do think it's interesting that Princess Rhaella is controlling Dragonstone. That's pretty cool. We do gain the Traveler trait, which is very nice. We can boost that up. Right now it's only giving us 1 diplomacy as its boost, but we can boost that up quite a bit. Alright, let's just go. I'm not talking to the hermits. Unless they're talking Minecraft. We're not talking to the hermits. So we're coming up on Maidenpool, going back into the Riverlands. And I always pick that one, but we're going to agree that manual labor is beneath us. No need to get crushed by a bunch of logs or stick a hatchet in your foot. So we're coming up to Tristan Ryger, who is the son of Roger, who we saw got killed by Robert. Oh, I just knocked my mic over. Little Yeti snowball. I finally got the cord for it, and I think it sounds a bit better than the one I just have attached to my headset. And it also doesn't have the buzzing, which is really nice. So, danger. Life or death stranded. Let's see here. Traversing the forest on the outskirts of Whitefish, we're suddenly attacked by a swarm of bandit riders out for blood. We're so close to the holding, surely Master Gaston will send help. As time drags on, we are chased by the scoundrels. So do we stand as one? We are brave. I feel like we should. We should stand as one, since that's our trait. Just try and play with our traits a little bit. 57% chance we gain the trait Organizer, which I believe is like a military one. Looks like it. 42% chance we die in our child, son. Brendan would take over, but we could just put it on 5 speed if that happens. So let's see. We'll stand as one. Damn it. So while we were given some gold for participating in the rebellion, ended up getting slain by bandits on the way home. So not the greatest outcome. Would have preferred to live, of course. But we have Lord Brendan, who is a master of many skills, apparently. We'll continue on. We are just kids, so we're going to just put it on 5 speed. And let's see. I'll put her Lady Silhouette. In my head, I really wanted to say Wint. And Wint. I really wanted to say Wint, and it was pretty hard. Resist that one. We'll go Spy Master. Mr. Merrill, who's our Marshal. Our Court Chaplain. We got Yawn. So right now, our only trait is Bossy. And I guess the Traveler trait must have been going along. Oh, I didn't realize Justin Massey was the Blackwood kids' uncle. Well, I guess that makes sense because that's our mother. But anyways, let's just get this rolling. And that is absolutely zooming. So we took over as the young Lord Brendan at 5 years old. And I think the notifications are just going to be flying by. We're not going to spend any gold until we turn of age, so that when we do turn of age, we'll have some to mess around with. My name is Lucan, my lord. I've come to you to offer my wisdom. Lucan Suffolk. I don't have time for fools. Let's see. Oh, he is pretty good at learning. And we'll add him to our court. Doesn't cost us a penny. Blossoming friendship. I've played together with Lucas a lot lately. The other day, he even let me borrow his favorite wooden warrior. Do not ask Sir Gregor for his favorite wooden warrior, or he'll stick your face in flames. And Lucas Blackwood, my brother, becomes my friend, which is great. Come to you asking your leave to marry Lord Jared's kinswoman, Illyria. Yeah, she'll come here. That's fine. Far from home. So, a bearded priest. That's kind of crazy. We consider them evil, though. He's asking for some refuge, and unfortunately, I don't think this is the place for him. Goodbye. Keep it moving. On your way now. I guess, you know, one of the things we actually might spend some money on is we are going to start building our claims on the Brackens. Those scum. Of course. Your daughter can join my army. I don't care. We won't be fighting any wars for a while. Hopefully. Knock on wood. Our captain has improved. Trevor Thorne. So, Sir Carlton Massey has arrived, and he's going to join our court and become a knight for us. I do not mind that at all. Your steward and vassal and my grandmother. No, we're going to leave our grandmother alone. We're going to let her just kind of hang out. And we're going to break that betrothal. Let's see what options we have for us. What could be the most prestige to gain versus traits? If you're going for traits, I almost always marry one of the sand snakes like Nymeria, Sorella, or Taim, just because they always have great traits, and sometimes you can get some really powerful alliances. We could go with some Manderleys. I prefer to go somebody cool. I guess Manderleys are pretty neat. There's a Frey. Is she one of the ones kind of related to us? No, she's one of the Krakal Freys. Ew. Oh. I suppose he's done well for himself. I guess he is a Frey. They are hated and everything, but they still got the name Frey. Should we go with Winifred? Sir Willis is... yeah, Winifred. Is that really any different than being... yeah, we'll go with that. I was going to say, is that really any different than being betrothed to a Royce? But I'd say the Manderleys are probably on the same level of coolness as the Royces. But at least the Manderleys are up in the north. Wandering Hedge Knight, let's check him out. Sir Giles Rune Brace. He is terrible. Get out of here. Go and get. I saw he died. Mother, please help me. As I was delving deeper into the book I was supposed to be studying, I realized that I had trouble grasping the finer nuances of the topic. What? Gotta slow down. Try and handle this on my own. Let's see. Does not go well. Which I can believe it. I think that only had a 30% success chance. We will go ahead and immediately build up another claim on the Brackens. One thing I do want to know is, are we allowed to declare war under our liege? Yeah, I think we can. We'll just get some negative opinions about us and stuff, as we should, going to war, declaring it and stuff. We are zooming through the years, just trying to come of age after our father, the late Lord Titos, kicked the bucket to hand us some bandits. There's been a child of my dynasty. It is kind of funny thinking of like a kid like this getting to name name the other family members. He can be Hostine too. So Hostine 2 will come in and join the fray. Family feast, all is well. These are the times we will remember. I agree. Judgment. My Captain Alice spoke to me about a capital sentence that a lowly thief has been hanged 2 days ago. We could gain the just trait. Let's see what that does. It will increase our stewardship by 2 or lower our intrigue. So that would kind of set us a little vulnerable for some Bracken scheming. We could be cynical, which would help us with Bracken scheming. Or we could be temperate. A little bit of steward. I think we'll do that one. We'll be temperate. Present my claim on Sally Dance. I'll also take Medway. I will take all of them. How did he get captured? Sir John, is he porking somebody? Aaron training, is he at war with somebody? Oh, Richard. Oh, Richard! You'll be serving. Yes. You can come on in here. Man, that is pretty funny though. That we lost our lord, slain by bandits. think it would have been like right up there too. Like it would not have been very far from... Oh, I guess we don't have... We're gonna turn this off. We're gonna break that betrothal too. So we're in a bit of a different position. So what trait could we could gain? The just trait, which will increase our stewardship like we said. I thought we were... Oh, that's Lucas. Yeah, we are steward focused. We could be greedy, which honestly isn't the worst one. We could be callous. I think I'll do just. We'll do that one. We'll gain some more stewardship, so we're up to 13 points. I almost said 13%. So we find a spy in courts. So our own grandmother is spying on us. So we're going to banish her from the realm, since apparently we are worthy of being spied on to her. Like I said, we're going to break that betrothal, and then I think we'll find one that provides a... Can we do that for ourselves? Can we get Margie for ourselves? So let's see. Can we go... We're breaking everything. We're losing all of our prestige because we're just breaking betrothals. So we will indeed go for Marjorie, not Margie, as our betrothed. And then let's see for our brother Lucas, our player heir. Yasilla will bring back that Royce alliance. Always rated the Royces. They're always one of my favorites. The big bronze yawn and his bronze rune armor. So it's been almost 10 years already. I believe that was Mance agreeing to the proposal. What is this feeling? This longing. Girls are fascinating. So we could get a crush on Sabrina, who is possessed. Oh my. And we should be coming up on when we can slow it down a bit soon. We are already... Alright. We're not acting on that dude's behalf. But we're already coming up on the... We're already 12. We took over at 5, so it's already been 7 years. Very hesitantly brings my guest Daraman to me. Guess he's going to ask him if he can be in my army. Ew. 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 Absolutely not. Are you serious? Damon has been pestering me for a long time now. He has everyone believing he's a saint, but he mocks me, blah, 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 blah. I could give him 5 golds to bog off. He's the worst. He might become my bully, or I could beat him up. 3% chance he kills me. He is the worst. We'll try this one. I think 5 gold could be worth. And he becomes my bully. That's fine. Your sigil is a frog. What is he doing? The war against tyranny. This is actually perfect. This could be the chance for Hoster to come in and just batter the Brackens around before we even turn of age. Wait, what? Why Why is this guy attacking me? Can I offer to join? You're darn tootin'. We'll get a couple licks in. So we have another trait opportunity. Let's check that out before we get into the war. I'm incredibly impressed by one of the household captains. This is Richard, I think. Yep. I was finally introduced to him face to face. I am no less impressed. I could get the trait generous, which is not great for a stewardship build. We could be diligent, which is, it seems like, give us +3, but it also takes our stress loss. We'd be patient. We'd be patient. I normally like that one. Gives us a little bit of learning. We'll raise our troops up real quick, and then we'll come down here and smash enemy of Daros. Gosh, this goes so fast. I want to slow it down a little bit while we're in this war, because it gets a little too quick to be able to control stuff. And it looks like the Brackens got absolutely pissed on in that first battle. We're going to come up here and try and smack around the High Lordship of the Gold March. Okay, so he's one of Lord Bracken's allies, and that is how he has joined the war. I guess we can't siege his... Oh, he's on the wrong side. See, we will go up here and start sieging, and he's got... It's not looking good for him, and it should be a victory. Jonathor Sagramore. That is a mouthful. Yes, they got smashed. It's only 2,000 Brackens left, and we're just going to keep on forming claims on their land. This is probably going to be the last one. I still can't believe they declared war on the Tullys. Like, what are you doing? What are you even thinking? Our regent is more powerful now. Might be harder to get him out when it's finally our time. Our mother. Carlton Massey had his prowess increase, or was that his marshal? I think that was his marshal. Honey Tree is under siege up here, but it looks like they don't even have enough troops. Let's get it started. What are you doing? 938 troops versus 224,000. Wasn't I always... I was always that. This is being weird. I might have goofed something. But it'll be alright. We're just a kid. So King Robert is sharing his power with Stannis now. Let me get some water. There is a new commander at the wall, House Mazin, who is 54 and probably not going to be Lord Commander very long. So we could get, what is this? My dear nephew, Edwin Red Raven, our uncle. Gretchen Winch. He wants to marry an Ironborn? You know what? Why not? That is crazy enough. She has 19 prowess. I got to admire the initiative. So a token Bracken force is gonna come by. Who's it commanded by? Lord Jonas himself, and we're gonna try and hit them when they come right there. Maybe we'll cut it in half again to be quick enough. Are we gonna be quick enough? We were. John Thorne has wounded Jamie Trestle. So we were able to get our first battle in against the Brackens. A pretty small affair. 800 to 152. Oh, I think our bully's acting up. Merge this? Okay, thank you. So they are still messing around in our homelands. So how about we go and get rid of these scum? These Bracken sympathizers. That should be an easy clap right there. Over 1,500 against a little around 200. And yeah, we'll catch the Brackens right there as well, who's being commanded by Lord Jonas himself. And we captured some combatants and stuff, so let's go check out. We have 8 prisoners. We're going to recruit this maester to join our court. We're going to ransom him. Can't do that. Lionel Darwood. You're terrible. Come on, man. Lord Robert, ransomed. Lord Ardos, ransomed. Master Harbert, ransomed. Getting loads of money from joining in this war. Is that Stonehenge? Where's Stonehenge? We'll get in on the sack of Stonehenge. So send both stacks down there. Watch your step now, Zarbello. Which is going to be the maester we just recruited. We're joining in on the assault. There are 27,000 troops here. There was another battle down there, but it started and ended too quickly to even check out. They cannot afford the ransom, so they will stay. Iron Hedge. Why am I down here? Heart hold. Where did... Oh, never mind. I'm in the right spot. I'm tripping. I don't know why I thought I was in the wrong spot. But we will take any chance we can get to siege the Brackens. See, someone else is asking, Lord Benedict Derrimond. Is this the same one? Yeah, no. Get out of here. You suck. You are terrible. So it should only be 4 months left until we take the siege. Beating you stupid little boar. So we're getting bullied, I think. People, we're not gonna get the shy traits. We're not gonna. Oh, none of them are great. We get paranoid. We could get shy. Might do craven. Man, none of those are very great. Those are... Yeah, we'll do shy, I think. Oh. So there is going to be a fight to reach versus the Westerlands. 35,000 against 37,000. We'll have to see who can catch who out on some favorable terrain. Woodhedge is under siege. 500 Brackens are going to be behind that. The typical villains of the story. But this war that we're fighting in with the Brackens is going to end. They are all locked up, a good amount of them. That's what you get for being Bracken scum. Wonder if we can come in this way now. And raid some of the Westerlands. So we are already almost 15. Should be real soon when we turn of age and can start spending this big pot of gold we've managed to put together. So that's fine. We got the Golden Hills. They have 17 gold. That seems decent. What's next to it? 20. And you know what's better than 17? 20. It's a little more. The Red Priests have established a new head priest, which is good for them. That's going to be our last Stonehenge claim, I think. Ooh, I didn't see that stack. Let's get the hell out of here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We just got bopped. We just got absolutely dookied on. We lost one of our captains. Not going well with us. I guess he can't call him King Robert. Does Tywin have any allies? Is he married off Cersei? Or Jaime? I guess Jaime's in the King's Guard. So we got Theobald Bracken. Oh, we have a few Brackens. Who they're all going to stay in ourselves. Because when we declare our own war, once those are back, hopefully those Brackens that we have on hand will go ahead and give us some automatic war score. So, an impression twice made ahead of another feast in the honor of my Lord Paramount Hoster. Kevin pays me a visit. They wanted to come together, work together for a common goal of trying to impress our liege, which I don't really care for that. 22,000, what is that? That was like closer to 40. So I guess the Reachmen lost a battle. Those ding-dongs. They're about to get smoked again. Battle of the Leafy Lake. They're getting absolutely smoked. Lord Paxter's in there. Eric, who did. So we got a notification for our feud continuing, so that makes me think that Jonas. Oh. Hoster had him executed. That'll do it, I guess. So, one of our captains wants to marry. Yeah, why not? Permission granted. Richard has served us well. Are any of these the ones in prison with me? I don't think so. Unfortunately. We will just be friends with whoever is trying to flirt with us. Honora the Commoner. We don't have time for those things today. Lord Brendan, you're our man now. We've come of age. We've concluded our studies in the art of stewardship. We're a thrifty clerk and a neophyte fighter. Basically, we're shit at fighting. I am no longer bossy, but I am temperate. Let's go with this one. Need to get some more holdings to increase our power base. And we are going to dismiss our regents. Offer a favor. Offer gold. Offer renown. Offer what? Swing the scales of power. I guess I gotta swing the scales of power before I can do this. Let me swing the scales of power. Back my way with the regent. So we're gonna go to Lord Raymond's hunt. I don't know if we'll make it on time. It's kind of far away, but we will try and customize the route on the way home. Little hits. Heron Hall and White Walls. We're not going to go all over, because I think we all remember what happened last time. Wait. Customize that route. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I hope it goes well. We gain a hook because one of our knights has married. One of my lieges entered into a regency. That's fine. I don't think that'll really affect us too much. And our levies seem to be like they're about at halfway. halfway there. Recovered from what that pitiful destruction was. Get back on your horse. Fascinating. What's that? Flower. That would give us 300 learning lifestyle. We're going to do that one. 300 learning lifestyle in the bank. Let's go. We'll pursue the row. Sorry, I suppose the hunt has ended. Heron the Black was a fool, I think we can all agree. Beggaring the Riverlands to build his castle is not a great idea. We do not find the dragon, of course. We're going to pick that one that will give us a little stress loss, and we start to make our way back home into Raventree Hall. Surely you two can make amends. Let's try it. 100 diplomacy lifestyle on the line. Oh, didn't work. I just saw that Richard left the entourage. That means it failed. We were not diplomatic enough to resolve the issue. Let's see what Broaden Horizons does. Seems like we have a couple interests at head here. What is that? What's that? I'd rather take the opinion loss than the stress gain. Gain a martial perk. We'll do that one. Increase our prowess by 4. Hopefully we won't fall to the same issue as our father. Our courtier comes of age. Excellent, excellent. We could come in here. Now's probably a good time to get rid of those. And let's grab the river bows. Boop, boop. We'll add 300 riverbowmen to our army. And it looks like the Reachmen are not doing great against the Westerlands. So we actually crank this up a little bit. And we can take this time to go check on some favorites. We got Jon Snow, who's a Targaryen. Out and out Lyanna, who also has quite a few siblings. Lord Harold. I guess Prince Harold is probably the heir of the throne. There's also Prince Robert. There's Edric Storm. We got Prince Emma. And Robert also has Maya Stone. I've run into some monetary difficulties lately. He wants 325 gold from me. Can they say... like... they have to pay me back, right? Like, it can't just not be? I'm declining that. I don't trust you, Hoster. Ooh, oh man. Ysilla Royce and Lucas Blackwood, my brother, are now married. We will accept our other courtier and allow his request. Speaking of, let's come in here and how about we arrange a marriage, or let's do some activities. Let's get a hunt going. There's been a stag sighting in Thickbill, the location of the last hunt we did many of years ago. So, Gretchel Winch has gotten lost. I'm pretty sure you could just, like... I thought there was a way, like, they get away from you, but you could also just kind of bring them right back in. That's what I thought you could do, but apparently not. What do I know? By Lord Clement. What is this? War of Tyranny. You're so dumb. He's just gonna execute you. You just saw. You were on our side. What are you doing? Oh, thank goodness that war ended. We did not want to be fighting the Westerlands. Now we just need the Reach to build their armies back up so we can call them in as an ally. So the hunt's going. We got 2 weeks left for it. Where's Lord Eddard up to? He's Robert's master of the hunt and the master of ships. We got Rob, who's the heir. Let's get out there. We're going to be going after the stag because that is what was spotted in this area. I feel like that kind of makes most sense. Yeah, I guess you can have your grandma back. You're acting like a child and you will be punished like one. 80% success chance on this hunt. Hopefully. So we get a learning lifestyle perk. Let's go with cultural fascination progress plus 20%. Even though I don't think we're the head. We're not. Womp womp. Oh, we'll be accepting that. 50 for that? For sure. That is a decent price for a prisoner. So we're going to chase after the stag. Hopefully we'll catch it without crashing into the river. I believe it says that we're on our horse. Oops, I was paused. Oh, and I slapped my mic. Oh, as it disappeared. Like all the games, the slippery stag has many tricks, blinches, and ruses that can fool even experienced hunter. My vassal, Lady Idera, has halted the party. The wily stag has been doubled to and fro, chasing its steps and running trails to throw us off scent. I guess I've heard of this ploy. Oh, my advice is useless. Our success chance has decreased, but it seems like it hasn't actually. And I will shoot it myself. I like doing that one because it's a guarantee that you are going to get the animal. When you just say, I will shoot it myself. And of course, I'll keep a memento. That's terrible. So I'll keep a memento, of course. But I suppose that's better than nothing. We do have the Raven Feather Cloak, which is pretty neat. Pretty cool, unique item. So after that hunt, that kind of leaves us with 3,500 troops. And even with the Tyrells not being at full strength, I think we could probably smash Stonehenge. So we've got the Brackens right below us. So I guess our wife is, or not our wife, our mom is widowed. I think I might save the Bracken battle for the next one. Let's get our two cousins here married. I think that's where we are probably going to wrap it. So we got a Benjakut, the lisping cousin of ours. Seems to be intrigue focused. That's a bit scary. Young Benji. You can have Sorella Sand as a wife. And then we got one more. We'll turn that on. And we got Hostine 2. Not the second, Hostine 2. Should we go with Dana Brightflame? Essentially a Targaryen. Could go with that Bracken. Sight! Brother, send him to the Night's Watch. Yeah, we'll go with Dana Brightflame. To the sensible Brendan. My uncle has gained the trait consumption. That's not great. Need to get rid of that. Send him on his way. Did those cousin things get accepted? I think so. So this is where we are going to end it today. Let's go ahead and get a save in. We're going to save the game. Lord Brendan. The current. So, thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. If you enjoyed, leave a subscribe, turn those notifications on or something like that so you can see when I'm streaming. I do stream pretty regularly, but tune on in nonetheless. And anyways, cheers. Have a good evening.